All right, hello there. Welcome back to another wee bit different video. Sorry for like the lighting. It's nighttime. I typically never record in the night. I've only done it a handful of times, but this is one of those videos to where I had to wait. So clear. Let me be clear real quick. So typically I record on Wednesdays, NBA Weekly. I upload it on Thursday, but there was 4 playoff games that I couldn't just record and then not talk about the following day. So I decided to wait till nighttime, finish the games, and boy am I glad I did, because first thing we're going to talk about is the Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks. Game 5. I'm shocked to say this, but Jrue Holiday was not for the moment. Giannis Antetokounmpo choked ass and couldn't hit some free throws. I mean, Jrue Holiday was on Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy Butler just had his way. Jimmy Butler was talking shit the whole time, and Jrue Holiday was just taking it and taking it and taking it and taking it. And I was just left dumbfounded, because at what point do you say, we just can't let this guy score? And they didn't double team him. They didn't force it out of his hands. He just kept eating. Now, he did miss some shots, but Jrue Holiday, you had you're up 4 with 10 seconds to go. Gabe Vincent hits a 3. Jrue Holiday almost turns it over, but screws up by getting it to, what was it again? Oh yeah, he passes it out to Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton draws a foul, but then the Heat challenge, which, by the way, phenomenal coaching by Eric Spoelstra. We'll get into that shortly. But again, phenomenal challenge. Bucks won the tip, but Giannis played super scared. He got the ball and just like threw it almost out of bounds. Chris Middleton saved it, got us to Jrue. Jrue, to be up 3, misses the first free throw. Jrue Holiday misses the first free throw, and it was just, after the Heat called timeout, Eric Spoelstra draws up one of the best plays I've seen from out of bounds for that moment. Jimmy loops around, goes back around, gets the ball, and just catches in the air and finishes. And it was just a phenomenal finish as well. And then in overtime, Bucks just looked scared. They just played soft. Super disappointing from them. But the Heat, you can't say enough about Jimmy Butler. He is fucking him. Like, this dude, I know he doesn't like being called playoff Jimmy. He says it's not a thing. It's not a thing, but it's a fucking thing, dude. Because when the lights shine brightest, he is so for the moment, man. Jimmy Butler is just so big time. And I look forward to seeing New York and Miami. But let's talk about New York and Cleveland real quick. New York finishes a job against Cleveland. Cleveland just got, similar to the Bucks, they just got destroyed. Like, it just wasn't fucking, it wasn't a fun series. At least Milwaukee and the Heat was a fun series, more so because it's an 8 seed and 1 seed, but Cleveland just disappointed in and out. No matter how you go about it. The Twin Towers and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen played, like, I don't want to say bitches, but they played fucking soft. Mitchell Robinson had his way in every which way. Josh Hart played amazing. He logged in 46 minutes today of the possible 48. Just Cleveland, just massive disappointing end to the season. Like, fun season. You know, you guys got the 4 seed and you do that. So what's next? You know, you obviously got to stick with your players, run it back. Super young team, but terrible finish to the season. New York, though, Jalen Brunson obviously being the man. Josh Hart making amazing plays. Same with Mitchell Robinson. I look forward to this Miami and New York series. I would say I got Miami in 6. Miami in 6 would be my prediction. Reason being, though, is I think Miami is significantly more tough than Cleveland. Let's talk about Eric Spoelstra real quick, in that, you know, the first half, Chris Middleton was having his way. Gabe Vincent was getting up on him, and you just can't have Gabe Vincent on Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton's going to eat. Second half comes, they're like, Giannis isn't hitting shit for free throws. Let's double Chris, get the ball out of his hands, force someone else to do something. Because we all know Jrue Holiday didn't do jack shit. Jrue Holiday, fucking mental midget today. It was crazy. But again, Eric Spoelstra, just a great job, and he holds the challenge to the very end, and it always works. Which I don't understand why coaches just don't fucking learn from him and say, hey, let me hold my challenge till we really desperately need it, to where it's a game changer. And again, Eric Spoelstra, man, fucking amazing. Obviously, Philadelphia swept Brooklyn. Nothing to talk about there. Boston and Atlanta. DeJounte Murray suspended Game 5 for making a stupid mistake in shoulder to shoulder with the ref, making contact. You just can't do that, DeJounte. Trae Young really lives for the moment. Spotlight was on him and he fucking shined. Love what I got to see there, but definitely expect Boston to close out on Game 6. We'll see if it does happen, but that's the expectation. Denver, Minnesota. Can't say enough. I mean, Ant is just big time. Had the last shot in his hands to tie the game. Didn't knock it down, but played phenomenal all series. LA, Clippers, and Phoenix. I mean, what more can you say? The Clippers always play with grit, but they just didn't have the talent. They didn't have the stardom without Kawhi and PG. And I mean, just Phoenix. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. I thought about it. I'm like, is Devin Booker the better player right now? And no, absolutely not. I feel like a lot of people can overreact because you see what Devin Booker is doing and you're thinking, oh, he must be a better player right now. One thing to keep in mind throughout this entire series, Devin Booker did not get doubled. It was Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant got doubled. If it was the other way around, Kevin Durant would have feasted just like D-Book and probably more efficiently too. Sacramento and Golden State. Sacramento just blew Game 6 or Game 5, sorry. When I mean blue, I mean they're at home court advantage. Golden State, gave them opportunities, and Sacramento just really couldn't pull through and knock down the shots that they needed to knock down. Missed a lot of threes. Very frustrating game for Sacramento. Obviously, De'Aaron Fox playing with a broken finger, so you didn't have the most expectations, but still very, very frustrating. Now you have to win 2 in a row, and you have to win at Golden State, which is damn near impossible to do, especially in the playoffs. Then you got Memphis and Lakers. Nothing more to say here other than you expect the Lakers to close out the series in Game 6. We don't know that for sure, but definitely the favorite. And so I want to talk about second round matchups real quick, aside from Miami and New York, because I already did. But Denver and Phoenix, that is going to be a series that's so juicy. So fucking juicy. Let me make sure I'm still... Okay. I'm still recording. Denver and Phoenix. You got guys, again, like KD. You got guys like Devin Booker. Guys like Chris Paul. DeAndre Ayton, who's probably going to be an X factor for the series. On the flip side, you got the Nuggets, who have Jokic, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So it's gonna be a very fun series. I don't think there's any other way to say it other than we're gonna have a super tight, close series in our hands. Probably gonna go to at least Game 6. My guess is, who do I have winning? I don't know if anyone here watches Inside the NBA on TNT, but Shaq said it pretty well in that, Game 1's going to be a feel-out game. Who matches up with who? How do both teams make adjustments as the quarters go? And that's just something that I'm curious to see. How do the Nuggets go about handling both Devin Booker and Kevin Durant? And how does DeAndre Ayton handle having to deal with Jokic? Because we already know that's going to be a handful. The way he's going to play make, and if he's not feeling like he's needing to play make, then the way he's going to try and score, you know what I mean? It's one of those things to where both teams are just really, really good. The Suns have only lost 1 game when Kevin Durant plays. So it's a good time to be a basketball fan. It really is. I mean, you can't say enough about people like Kevin Durant and Jokic, just fucking superstars, along with Devin Booker, of course. I would say the Nuggets have more depth, of course, but without question, the Suns have 2 superstars, so they outstar the Nuggets just because, again, the Nuggets have 1 superstar. Although Jamal Murray in the playoffs, he's very capable of going berserk. Definitely not someone to sleep on. I'm not going to sleep on him because I already seen what he can do, and he's shown what he can do in Series 1. So Denver and the Suns, that's going to be fucking awesome. What else we got here? We're seemingly gonna get Boston and Philadelphia. Again, assuming Boston does close out like they should. And if that's the case, if Embiid is hurt and he's playing hurt and he's got the knee brace on, I'm positive he's still gonna average like 25 plus a game in all honesty, but you can't really afford to be hindered by anything right now because the Celtics are no joke. The Celtics compete night in and night out, whether they're home or they're away. You know, that was one of the huge topics I brought about Cleveland literally before the series. I said they suck. They're horrible on the road, and that's going to come back to bite them in the ass at some point in the playoffs. I didn't think it'd be that soon, but it definitely bit them in the ass. They were just horrible on the road. They didn't compete like they did when they were at home. I mean, their only win was at home, so just terrible. Absolutely terrible from Cleveland, again, not being able to play on the road. But Boston's one of those teams that's phenomenal on the road, phenomenal at home. Same thing for Philadelphia. But key point here, I think the biggest X factor of the series, without question, is James Harden. My reason being is you know what Jason Tatum's going to bring to the table. You know what Jaylen Brown's going to bring to the table. You know what Joel Embiid is going to bring to the table, even if he's playing hurt, right? He's still going to drop 25 plus, no doubt. What is James Harden going to do in a moment like this? Is he going to shine? Is he going to drop, 20 and 10? Is he going to drop 15 and 10? Is he going to do, James Harden of old and just not show out in the playoffs? Like, there's so many questions surrounding really him and how he's going to handle about going the second round. Definitely a big deal. Tyrese Maxey also being another young player. Not a whole lot of experience in the playoffs. We'll see what he can do. Looking very forward to it. Boston's just ready. I mean, Boston is just absolutely ready. Obviously, they made a finals run. So, adding guys like Malcolm Brogdon, definitely a big deal when he's the sixth man of the year. Phenomenal addition to the team. Philadelphia really running it back with a lot of the same guys. But I believe PJ Tucker is new this year. And Jalen McDaniels is new this year. Could be missing a couple of other pieces, but those are the names that come to mind. Regardless, though, actually Niang, I believe, is a new addition this year as well too. I believe he is. But yeah, it's just again one of those things to where the second round is going to be phenomenal, and whether you get Golden State and the Lakers, Golden State and the Memphis Grizzlies, or Lakers and Sacramento. Whatever the case may be, I think you're gonna get a great series there too. I mean, I think for the NBA, it's probably best for their ratings if Golden State and the Lakers advance. That would be ratings galore. I mean, everyone would tune into that. It would just be insane. But NBA Weekly has come such a long way from when we first started. But I love what we got going here, and I love that we're able to be entertained by some great playoff basketball right now. Again, I'm so glad I waited. I'm so glad I waited to record this video so I can get instant reactions out of this day of playoff games, 4 slate game. But man, number one topic above all else, Jimmy fucking Butler, man. You just can't say enough. You just cannot say enough. Big takeaway. Side note, Coach Bud deserves to be fired. You don't blow a 16-point lead in back-to-back games. You just don't do that in the finals with this team. It's too deep. You didn't call a timeout in game 4 that cost you the game when the Heat were making a run. And you didn't make any adjustments. You didn't double Jimmy Butler in game 5. Absolutely stupid. The announcers are saying it. Anyone but Jimmy Butler. And Coach Bud just didn't. I don't understand. Like, it was, I don't know. It's like the team was a reflection of him in that they just did not show up when it matters most. That's just what it is. The Bucks did not show up. They had every opportunity to take the game, and they did not. And now they lost, only the sixth team in history to lose as a 1 seed against the 8, let alone losing 4-1. It's an embarrassment. Milwaukee's quite literally should feel and should be embarrassed. Horrible display of what a 1 seed should look like. Because even if you do lose the series, don't lose in 5. Don't fucking do that. Give yourselves a chance. But it is what it is. It's one of those situations where Bucks fans are obviously going to be feeling down for a while. But Heat fans, enjoy yourselves. You got a great run. Probably lurking around very soon with Jimmy Butler playing like he is. We'll see if New York can stop him. We know Coach Thibodeau is coaching significantly better than Coach Bud is right now. So great series on our hands. Hopefully Julius Randle's healthy. Mind you, Miami did all that shit without Tyler Hero, bro. You add Tyler Hero into the fold, that would get crazy. But anyway, this is your weekly dose of NBA weekly, and this is all we've been different. And we out.